On our morning show from WRCO Radio, we're going to talk about Richland Center Pumpkin Fest on the first half here, and we're going to talk about the upcoming Symons Recreation Run and Walk, as well as a part of Pumpkin Fest. Suzanne Anderson is back with us today, along with Mike Hardy and Kyle Ewing from the Symons Recreation Complex. Suzanne, you were just here a little bit ago with the kids.
Yes. Good morning, Phil. How are you doing
You're
today?
Back with some other kids today. They're a little older.
Oh, yeah. They're kids to me.
Yeah, me too. So how are things coming along for Pumpkin Fest plans?
Things are really ramping up for the third annual Richland Center Pumpkin Fest. This Saturday is the free pumpkin giveaway at the fire station from 9 to 12. So come on out, get the pumpkin that you're going to decorate and take it home, decorate it, and bring it back on the 22nd to the courthouse lawn. But our pumpkins this year are generously donated by Andy and Sue Hofer, Chicken Ridge Farm, and Woodland Valley Nursery and Farm up in Laval. So we have three really nice, generous people that donate lots and lots of pumpkins. And you can't come out to get pumpkins to decorate your house, but you can come out to get your pumpkin to decorate for Pumpkin Fest. What
have you heard from those vendors? Has it been a good year for growing pumpkins?
Yes, much better this year than last year. Last year, I think it was a little too wet, maybe, and this year has been perfect. So everybody has a good abundance of pumpkins. So we're looking forward to giving away all the pumpkins that people need.
I can't think of a better family activity than that. Can you?
Oh, it's awesome. It's going to be awesome. So when you come back and decorate your pumpkin, you're going to bring it back to the courthouse lawn on Wednesday, October 22nd, between the hours of 3 and 6:30. We'll check you in. You can either register online at our Pumpkin Fest Facebook page, or you can print one off and grab a registration form, and you can get it filled out the day of that you bring your pumpkin. So either way, everything's free to enter, so bring it out. You'll also receive a Christie's cupcake when you enter, and a hot dog donated by Walmart. So we've got some really great sponsors. Also, Oakwood Fruit Farm has donated some apples for us that evening, and we're just going to have a great time that night registering all the pumpkins.
And that's coming up next Wednesday then, right?
Next Wednesday. It'll be Wednesday the 22nd through the 26th. The pumpkins will remain on the courthouse lawn for anybody to view and come down and look at. So Saturday, we have, of course, Mike and Kyle here to talk about the run, and I will let them do that. But Saturday, we've got a lot of activities after the run right down on the courthouse lawn. We'll have a petting zoo, and that's going to be sponsored by Christie Sunnyside, Edward D. Jones, Katie Bedward, and Twin Pines Ridgetop Airbnb, Sheila Troxel and family. So we so appreciate everybody's commitment to that. The Tiny Acres will be down there with their petting zoo. We'll have 4-H club selling caramel apple slices, which will be delicious. Key Club will have kids games that day, and Schmidt Woodland Hills and Discovery Play School will have a bake sale down there that day. There's also a coloring contest going on online. You can grab your coloring contest template from either the Brewer Library or get it online, and that deadline is today. And get your coloring pages to the Brewer Library today's deadline, and that it will be judged on. You'll get prizes for that too.
When will you find out the prizes for the coloring contest then?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I can't remember when that's going to be, but we'll get you the information on our Facebook page.
Sometime next weekend, I'm
yes.
guessing. So,
yes.
Yeah, so it stretches out for all kinds of activities, but the prime day is Saturday, it sounds
Prime day is Saturday, and that's what we're so excited this year to have the Symons joining us, and they've organized a super awesome run, and there's going to be something for everyone. Please consider coming in costume. That will be so fun. They have prizes too, so I'll let you let them talk about that, but it'll be a really awesome day.
Great. Kyle, welcome back to the Morning Show Studios.
Hey, thanks for having me.
We talked a little bit ago about it. It seemed like a long ways off, but here it is next weekend already.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend in town, that's for sure. The 5K, 10K, and the walk are going to start at 9 o'clock on that Saturday morning. Well, let me back up. The first event starts at 9, so the 10K will start at 9. These are our newly established start times. As you can see, like what we have posted was just 9 o'clock start time, but the 10K will start at 9. The 5K will start at 9:15, and then the walk will start at 9:30. Going to stagger them a little bit in hopes that we can kind of somewhat finish everybody roughly about the same time, because we'll do the awards. I think tentatively we're planning for 10:30. We're hoping for that good weather, like we were talking. It's supposed to be a nice day. At least it'll be. You've got some other places to kind of walk around and see that day. You'll be able to get into Symons for free. We're going to actually have the gym open, the UW Richland gym, so people can kind of go in there and walk around as we kind of start to use that a little bit more. And then our foundation is going to be grilling up some brats, and someone was generous enough to donate brats for this event. So we're hoping if you finish the race a little bit early and you're waiting for the awards or something like that, you can get some brats and some other treats as we wait for the award ceremony.
Sounds like a lot of fun. And, you're going to hit a home run in terms of colors, because there's still going to be a lot of color in the hills, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's the ideal time to run a 5K, 10K, or even go for a walk. So it's going to be pretty awesome. We're going to have our fancy new timing system with the chip, so it'll be official, no standing out there with the old school clocks waiting for everybody to cross or anything like that. So that usually gets people pretty excited. So
that's been utilized a couple other times this year too, hasn't it?
Yep. So 3 groups went together to purchase it. It was not, those can be pretty pricey if anybody knows anything about timing systems and how they work. So 3 groups went together, and now it's our turn to use it. So
have you found that to be, people seem to like it? It's gone over pretty well?
Yeah, and it's definitely worth the cost. It's a lot of work to set up and get ready for, but once you're there, you know how it works. It takes a lot of the extra work with, getting everyone's time down, and it's just a lot more professional. It looks a lot better than just maybe 4 or 5 people out there standing with clocks and trying to read your time off one big giant clock at the finish line. So
how does that work to make it official? Where's the chip located, and how does it time?
Yep, so everybody will get a bib. I'm sure people have seen those before at 5K events. So inside the bib that people get that will register is a little chip of some sort. I don't even know how that necessarily works, but when that chip crosses the finish line, the timer essentially starts, and then when they cross it again, it stops. So it's not necessarily on the go that you'd hear the gun for like a track race or whatever. It's kind of when you cross and then when you cross again. So
that makes it more fair, because if you're way in the back when you start.
Yes, exactly. Because if you get a long line of people that, we have 20, 30 almost 5Kers, if you're a competitive 5Ker and you get there, a little bit late, you get stuck at the back of the pack, and then you got to walk, work your way through people. It makes it a lot more fair. So
yeah. But don't cross the line, go back, and then cross again. And,
we were experimenting with that last night to make sure we weren't going to have any of those errors. We were taking a few of the bibs across the finish line to make sure we weren't going to have anything. So we think we got all those kinks worked out. This is 3rd time's a charm, right? So this is the 3rd time we'll be using it, and even the other groups, the people that work with us, it's still it's a learning process for sure. So
the bibs get saved for every race, then, right? How does that work?
No, it'd be nice if people wanted to give them back, because they are kind of pricey. But generally at 5K events, you just keep your bib. A lot of people will, maybe put them in a frame, or it depends on the event, obviously, and what it means to you. But people will pin them up at home or whatever. But yeah, you don't have to return it. It's not a chip where you got to pay $20 if you don't give it back or anything like that. It's just included with the purchase. So,
will you have T-shirts for the event?
T-shirts. So far, we've got enough for everybody who pre-registered. We have some extras in case, so got plenty of T-shirts. We've got quite a few people registered already. We know, though, most people are going to wait and see what the weather does. I know I would do the same exact thing. I don't want to, pay $40 or $50 depending upon what you're going to do to not be able to run that day because it's pouring down rain. So I'm pretty happy with the amount of people we have already. I think it's going to be about as big as the Grace race that used it already, and then the National Night Out. So,
wow.
And they had a couple hundred, give or take, at both those events. So I think we'll get close to that.
Great. Suzanne, you've already given us the forecast for next weekend, right? It says it's good, right?
I hope so. Yes, I hope it is 68 degrees and sunny. That would be nicer for me to walk to.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I will be in costume. I don't know what yet.
You're going to wear a costume?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I always see these costumes in these races, and I wonder how comfortable they are.
Yeah, these guys have prizes for even dogs in costumes. So we encourage everybody to get out there and wear whatever silly thing they want to wear. I think you might have seen me me in the homecoming parade, I was an ear of corn, so it was pretty hot in there that day. But I don't know if I'm going to bring the corn back or if I'm going to run in something different.
That day of the homecoming parade, the corn could have popped, I think, right?
I actually made that joke along the way. I'm actually going to be popcorn by the time I get finished here.
Mike Hardy, why is it important for Symons Recreation Complex to get involved in events like this?
Well, obviously this is it's a fitness themed event, and that's kind of what our main goal is to get people out there, to get families out there having a good time, and fitness, both mental and physical fitness, as well as being social in the community, I think is important. And joining in with the Grace Race and the National Night Out, we're kind of the third race in that series, and working with those teams as well. Kyle and Lydia have both worked with those races as well, with Alan Kashubsky, who's kind of behind getting this whole timing system in here and getting these races going. But it's good to not only for our area residents, but also to draw some people in. So we're hoping to draw some outside people in and bring them into town. And like you say, the colors are going to be really nice this year. It's a little bit delayed this year, so it works out perfect for this weekend. And people, there's a lot going on that weekend. And if they want to run, great, run. But we also, like Kyle was saying, we've got our open house and everything's free admission. So walk the trails, go through the gym, jump in the pool. We've got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good day to kind of just look things over if you've not been there before, or if you haven't been there for a while, right?
Yeah, that's true. It is. And we'll have membership specials going on as well, trying to get people to see what's new out at Symons. And we do have a lot of door prizes, so we've got some local businesses as well as some sport teams, the Madison Mallards, the Green Bay Packers, and some other sports teams have sent us some things for our door prizes as well. So we'll have some good things going on out there.
Awesome. Kyle mentioned the gym. You guys are starting to utilize the campus gym then a bit?
Yep, we are. If you follow us on Facebook, you'll see we're starting to post a little bit of information about that. Starting after Pumpkin Fest, so the last week in October, we're looking at starting our open house, our open gym programs. So we've got preschool open gym times that we'll have available. We've got open gym walking for people that want to come in and walk and use the gym for walking. We've got a group that will be doing open gym pickleball. So we do have pickleball equipment, and if you don't have pickleball equipment, we do have stuff that can be checked out as well. And then, of course, basketball. So we are looking at firming up some of those times right now. Tentative dates out there, but we will be starting that again the last week in October, and we'll be running that through the winter as well.
Very important, especially for those who want to get out and walk in the winter, and if the weather is inclement, a great opportunity there if you can utilize the gym, right?
Yeah, that's one of our big requests is, people want to keep walking. Obviously, we've got great trails around here to walk around and see the great scenery. But again, when temperatures drop, below 20, below zero at times, people want to be inside. And some of the facilities that we do have, like the community center, and they're just overwhelmed a lot of times. And many times, from what I've been told by walkers, is they get bumped out of that place. So they're happy to have another option that they can go to.
Very good. So the 5K and the 10K going on that Saturday, and then you'll have some events leading up to it. And it looks like it's an all-day affair there.
Yeah, all-day thing. Again, after the race, there's plenty going on around town. Again, down at the courthouse, they've got a ton of things going on. I should mention that the Symons Recreation Complex Foundation is kind of overseeing the brats that Kyle had talked about, and grilling out brats and that, and there'll be a fundraiser for them. The other fundraiser that the foundation is doing was a letter writing campaign, getting donations, and that was going through the entire month of October, so that's still going on for another week and a half or so. They've raised just over $100,000 now, $101,000 they're at. Their goal is $125,000, so we still have a week and a half left to get that. So. And that, again, will help make additional improvements as well. And the foundation is kind of partnering with us during this event, too, to sell brats and help out that way as well. But, yeah, a lot going on, and we're trying to make it a fun event. Like we'd mentioned, we've got medals for the top three finishers in different categories of the 5K and the 10K. And we do have people that show up for costumes. Who had mentioned show up in your costumes, and we are looking for that to be a fun thing. And we added a dog costume, so we'll have a award for the best dressed dog. So people that do bring their dogs, please make sure that they're comfortable around people, so they're not going to cause problems that way. But dress them up and bring them up, and they can win a prize. And we also have prizes for best overall, best kids costume, best group costume. So if we have a family or a group of friends that come and want to dress up as the Scooby-Doo gang or something, go for that. And then most original and funniest. So we'll have one of our staff members will be out there taking pictures, and then we'll vote on those. And by the end of the race, we'll have those prizes to give out as well.
Sounds like you're going to need a lot of volunteers to put this on, aren't
Volunteers, yeah, we are. We do have several volunteers, but anyone else that's not interested in running but wants to be involved, give us a call, and we'll find a place for you to volunteer with us as well.
You mentioned the foundation and their goal. Is the money earmarked for anything in particular, Mike, or are you looking at some things just down the road for general operating?
They've pretty much got a couple of categories that they're really pushing for now. One is their endowment fund. They do have a little over $100,000 in their endowment fund, and what the endowment fund does is the amount donated never gets spent, so it's always the interest that's spent. So the goal there is to raise at least $1 million in endowment funds. So, for example, 5% is kind of the rate of return that's kind of expected. So on $1 million endowment fund, you're bringing in about $50,000 a year. So that $50,000 every year is spent on, something, whether it's new equipment, whether it's facility upgrades, whether it's a future addition, that type of thing. So we are looking at, or the foundation is looking at building that endowment fund. So that's one area that people can donate towards. The other area is general unrestricted donations, which would be kind of at the board's discretion, and that might be replacing treadmills, replacing weight equipment, buying new equipment for the swimming pool, that type of thing. And that's kind of just to upgrade and keep our equipment upgraded and answering some of the requests from our members, what they're looking for. So, yeah.
And that equipment is not cheap, is it?
It's not cheap, and it also, like anything with moving parts and motors, wears out. So, there's a limit with it, and especially if it's commercial, it's usually built a little bit tougher, but it also costs a little bit more. But there is a lot more wear and tear on it, obviously, as well. Especially as we get into winter, there's salt. People are tracking in salt, and so there's a lot more wear and tear that goes into equipment that way. So, and we've got a lot of older equipment that we've been working on replacing. The foundation's really helped us out a lot with that. We're also bringing in a lot of inclusive type equipment, which we were able to do in the last couple of years to be able to be more used by a greater audience that come into Symons.
Awesome. Kyle, what's the route for the 5K, 10K? Is that changed?
Mike's the mastermind behind the route.
Oh.
I do know the route, but I think he could explain it maybe a little bit better than I could.
Mike?
Yeah, so the route is actually, all the routes are on our website. So if you go to SymonsRec.com and you go to our events, those maps are available there. But I can say the walk is a 1.5-mile walk. Basically, they all start and end at Symons. So the walk will go basically loop around the community center in Crosscup Park. So that's a 1.5-mile loop. The 5K actually runs out past on the Dyke Path, past the community center and out into Allison Park, does a loop, and then comes back again through Crosscup Park. The 10K is a fun one. So we wanted to kind of incorporate the cemetery in that one because it is Halloween time. So we were able, because of the distance, we were able to get the cemetery involved in that. So basically that one's running from Symons up to the cemetery and through the cemetery. It is daytime, so don't worry. The evil spirits don't come out till after dark, so you should be okay on that. But running through the cemetery and then out past the fairgrounds and through the industrial park, and then back through Crosscup Park and back to Symons. So that'll be a fun route, I think. There are a few hills in there. We were talking about that a little this morning, but it is Richland Center, so you can't go too far without running into a hill. So that just makes it more scenic. So
yeah, and some people really like the challenge too.
Oh yeah,
right?
Oh yeah.
Do you run up the hill at the cemetery? Then is that?
Yep.
Is that
You'll be running up. Yeah.
That's pretty steep.
All the way into the cemetery. Yeah, and by that time, you're not quite halfway through. But once you get to the hill out by the industrial park, that's pretty much your halfway point. So once you get past that hill, you're pretty much on the downhill side.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun
for you and your pets. Right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And then Kyle, there's a big pool party going on.
Yeah, pool party. If anybody's looked at our flyers or anything online, it has changed slightly. The pool party is still 1 to 4, but on our flyers it says non-members will be $5 each. The Campus Foundation has been generous enough to cover the costs, so the pool party will be free for anyone. The pool floaties will be in. Those are a big hit. I know we've talked about those quite a bit. So, even if you're done with the race and maybe you want to pop in, and we'll probably have them in a little bit early anyways. So, maybe finally a chance for some of the adults. We get a lot of adults that ask me, like, hey, can I rent this for a few hours and get some of the, like the aqua aerobics group in the morning. Like, I wonder if they would want to get on there and play. So maybe that's a chance for the adults to use them too. I don't know. I know you mentioned earlier replacing a lot of equipment. I kind of wanted to touch on what we were finding when we were replacing equipment was the cost to haul away the old equipment didn't seem hardly worth it. It's very expensive to haul away some of the older stuff. And so we thought, well, maybe we could silent auction just some of the other stuff off, because then at least then we're not paying the fee to get rid of the old stuff. So we'll have some of the older equipment that hasn't been used for a while in the gym as part of a silent auction. So maybe you want to go in the gym after your race and find an old treadmill in there you want to maybe get a deal on or something like that. So yeah, some of that stuff will be in there too. We're hoping that'll draw some people in too. Maybe if you don't want to run, you don't want to go in the pool, maybe you're looking for something like that. There'll be a wide range of things in there for, I guess you would say, weight equipment wise or cardio equipment wise too.
Sure. Yeah, for the bargain hunters.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hopefully it doesn't keep them out of the building, but yeah, and it's a good chance for us to clean house a little bit. There's a lot of old equipment that you never know somebody might want.
Right. And I'm guessing you have to upgrade every so often as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a constant. I mean, the building is very busy, and those treadmills, I mean, you name it, they're just used. The cardio equipment really takes a beating, when people are on a treadmill almost, 12 plus hours a day. They don't really last all that long. So, yeah.
Do you and Mike become repairmen sometimes, though?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah.
Read the manual and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, frequently. That happens a lot.
Wow. Sounds like all the ducks are in a row here, so to speak, Suzanne.
Awesome. Yes. I just wanted to mention, too, that when I reached out to Mike Hardy about this event, there was no hesitation. Like, Mike just immediately said, oh, yeah, we can do that. No big deal. And I've been like, wow, this is fantastic. So I just really super appreciate them for being so accommodating and being so professional. And this race is like beyond my expectations of what to expect. They've got it organized. They're good. They're top-notch organizers. This is going to be fun. So my perfect day would be go down, look at your pumpkin in the morning, go down to the Symons, get in your race, get finished, go on over to the Phoenix Center where they're giving you a free beverage after the race. You'll get a little ticket in your swag bag from the race, and then I would go down and look at the pumpkins again, and then do all the activities on the courthouse lawn. Then turn around, go right back to Symons Center for the pool party Halloween open house, the Pumpkin Fest open house down there. And then on the next day, if you didn't get to see everything, go back to the Symons open house the next day on Sunday. So we have a whole bunch of things happening, and it's just really exciting. It's so awesome to have them with us partnering this year. We hope that they want to do this every year. They've got it very organized, so I sure hope they do. It's going to get bigger and better. The T-shirts, I guess, are outstanding, and everybody that signed up will be so excited to get that and run and just have such a good family fun time.
Yeah, good point, Mike, that it's not just Saturday for Symons. You guys will be open again on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be doing our open house both days, and again, we'll have some membership specials there as well for people that might be interested in a membership. Our clothing is going to be 10% off, so if you want to grab a Symons sweatshirt or sweatpants or something like that. And it's a good time to meet our staff and kind of see what's going on, see what fitness programs we've got going on, and just take a tour of the building. And for a lot of people that have been asking about the campus gym, this is your time to go see it. A lot of people probably haven't seen it for many years or maybe ever. So this is a good chance just to kind of see it and maybe throw the basketball around with your kids and just have a good time.
Yeah, the court's longer than the high school court, so you got to get a couple extra steps in when you run up and down the court, don't you?
Yeah, it is, and it's larger than the community center, and the pickleballers have noted that to us. So it's a little bit more space for their pickleball courts. So
I'll bet. Yeah, good stuff. And for the walk, run, the race, Kyle, it's all levels, right? It's somebody maybe a novice that's just getting started, and maybe somebody that's a pro too.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got kids that are so little we didn't actually even offer T-shirts that small. So, and up to, I think we have some in the 70+ category. I mean, it's all over the place. I mean, should be.
Do you have dog T-shirts then too, or
no? That's a good idea. Maybe next year.
Next year.
Well, an extra small one might fit the dog, depending on the dog.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, put that in the books for next year. Anything else anybody would like to add today?
No, I just want to mention thanks again to Symons for partnering with us for this event. Mike also let me know right ahead of today's broadcast that if you enter a pumpkin for the pumpkin decorating contest for the Wednesday, the 22nd, Symons will throw in a free pool pass as a little prize for you to come. You'll get a free hot dog, a Christie's cupcake, a free apple, and a free pool pass. So lots of good, fun family activities for everybody, and it doesn't cost anybody anything.
Yeah, just lots of fun. Yeah, good family event. And the swag bag is pretty cool, too, isn't it?
For the race. That'll be awesome to see what's in there.
You bet. All right. Well, thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you.
We'll keep reading a good forecast for you, Suzanne.
I hope so.
Pumpkin Fest next weekend. Thanks to Suzanne Anderson, Mike Hardy, and Kyle Ewing talking about the upcoming Pumpkin Fest in Richland Center next weekend.